Welcome to another edition of The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Good morning. Welcome to the Good Outdoors radio show here. Man, I can't hear nothing in my headphones this morning.
I can't hear.
Ah, that's a little better. How's it going this morning, Ronnie and Steve?
Good,
a little good, man. A little cold. My voice is slowly coming back, but my throat is killing me.
Wow.
Sounds like my ex-mother-in-law over there.
I'm glad that's Jim's microphone instead of mine. So
Yes, sir.
mine in this morning, man. Woo, 4 a.m. start, man. I'm loving it. I'm getting ready for next month, kicking off on the satellite there in other cities and having a good time with it.
Here we go.
Here we go, man. Wasn't that?
And they're backing up now.
That's right, man. Like it. Old Daryl Sample Jr. was in here this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go. Had everything set up and ready, so we in good shape, man. Loving it. Had a great weekend, man. It was cold out there this morning. Cold all weekend long.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
cold. Wind blowing all weekend. It was chilly to be outside.
Stevie said it the best. Cold.
Cold. You know, the more I keep going through life every day after the dark incident, I just hear it more and more. Cold, hot. Just I'm saying it myself, Ronnie.
I know.
You got me addicted.
It catches, doesn't it?
It's catchy.
It's just all in the context right now. They say it was cold. I said cold. There's a difference.
You can fight it, but it's going to take over.
No way. I would not wallow in the stupidity.
Oh, goodness.
Somebody's really wide awake and happy this morning, aren't they?
Man, we had a good day Saturday. Went out to Southwind Sporting Clays for the annual Children's Advocacy Center clay shoot, man, and had a good time, man. Lots of people, 41 teams participated, and that was more than we expected for this year. We were missing a few teams actually on a different shoot, but man, we had a great time, raised a lot of money, had a good time. CJB Industries had 3 teams in it. We actually had 2 teams to place, and CJB Industries team number 1 finished 3rd place in Class A. CJB Industries team number 3 finished 2nd place in Class B. So we had a good day out there. Had fun.
So who won it?
Commercial Banking Company. They actually won it. That was the one. Let's see. I can't remember which one Jack Ziegler and them was on, but I think they were on team number 2 that actually came in or second place team. Jack and Clint and Chad Slaughter. He was in on it. You know, that was a good team. But both of them teams were really good. We actually had a pretty strong team, and all our guys shot in the 40s, so they did really well. 40 something out of 50.
So must have bonus points for hitting trees if Chad came in.
Man, Chad shot pretty good. Chad shot I think he told me a 41.
Daryl, you said all your guys shot in the 40s?
On the first one, yeah.
Oh, in the first
one. On the first team that come in 2nd place, yeah.
Okay.
Not me. I had a bad.
That's where I was
shot
going.
a 33. I shot worse than I've shot in a long time.
Hey, you know what, though?
What?
You participated.
I participated. That's right. See, I have an excuse. I'm not going to use it, though. Yeah, well, matter of fact.
I didn't miss any.
I was out there since 6:30 that morning and shoot till 12, so I was kind of tired.
You should have been practiced up.
I wasn't practicing, dude. I was
You had plenty of time to think about what you were about to do.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But the top 3 teams in Class A was Commercial Banking Company. 2nd place was World Champions. 3rd place was CJB team number 1. In Class B, 1st place was Lovell Engineering. 2nd place, CJB number 3. And 3rd place, Tractor Supply. So we all did pretty good. I beat my one buddy out there, Moon, that works at Tractor Supply. He hit 32, and he told me I wasn't going to do no better than that, so I had to one-up him. Plus, my daughter was keeping score, so there was no way I could lose that one.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a lot going on, man. Had a lot of teal and flurry shooters out there. Ronnie and his wife came out and helped out some, or just kind of hung around because there wasn't really much to do. We had so many volunteers, weren't there?
Yeah, they pretty much had it covered.
Jim Morgan in the game come out.
Yeah, they did.
AK, man, they gave away some free stuff, took lots of pictures. He's going to give me some pictures, or give us some pictures, not me. Give us a CD with some pictures on it we can use, and had a good time, man. Just awesome.
There was a big turnout. I mean, there were people everywhere.
Big.
And actually, this year I was telling Ronnie there was a big turnout this year, but it's kind of down from last year because in between shoots there's usually a lot more people up around the clubhouse area participating in the teal and flurry. But I know the cold weather held a lot of people off.
Oh yeah,
and I know the river rising. It was 84 was actually shut down Friday, but he opened it Friday evening. and people didn't know if that was the case or not. And John's phone was ringing off the hook some Saturday morning, finding out how to get there. And but it all come together. 84 was open. A lot of people came, but
I think what you're thinking about, instead of a lot of people being out there at the Till and Flurry, is that what you call it? Most of them were inside the clubhouse.
A lot of them were
eating hamburgers and hot dogs. And
they
such.
were. There was
to stay warm.
You know, we didn't have hardly any food left over this year, so I know that that is true. A lot of people were in there eating it, but we had a lot of drinks, a lot of cold drinks left over this year. Cokes and Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and Crush. Hardly the cold drinks were drank, but every 2 minutes there was another pot of coffee
being made.
Yeah, made. It was funny. But yeah, it was a great time, man. I can't say enough about it. Raised a lot of money. I don't know the final count yet of what was raised, but I'm sure it was a lot. And did real good with it. Just happy to be there, happy to be a part of it.
Hey, Bubba Carden, by the way, you're welcome. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. Man, I tell you, I was kind of surfing around looking on Yahoo this morning, found lots of good stories. The 41st Iditarod sled race in Alaska has started this past weekend. Can you imagine they had to postpone it until March because the weather was too bad in Alaska? I mean, go figure. Really?
Yeah, really.
But 65 teams are running dogs 1,000 miles across Alaska. Can you believe that?
That's a long ride there.
Yeah, it is.
Ride.
It's about like going from here to Detroit. Or maybe a little further.
Now, Iditarod kicked off Saturday with an 11-mile jaunt through Anchorage, 50 miles south of the real starting line. Really? I mean, why didn't it just start at the start line?
Had to go through it anyway, right?
The weather was probably too bad.
It probably was. It's always a big thing. I've watched it on TV before. They're starting it off like that. They have a big party, and a lot of people are. It draws a lot of money. It's an economic stimulator up there in Alaska. I mean, it's a really big thing. Big thing.
Told you.
Yep. And it goes through and talks about different people, but the weather these guys face is unreal. They get through howling winds, 30, 40, and 50 mile an hour winds, 50 degrees below zero in places. And these dogs are running through it and wanting to go and just don't want to give up. It's just an amazing thing to watch it happen, man. They cross frozen rivers and lakes. I mean, it's amazing somebody just doesn't die. And I'm sure they do.
I'm sure somebody has.
It's kind of like being at Southwind this past weekend.
Yeah, it was. But the winner of this race gets a new truck and a cash prize of $50,400. Wow.
$50,400. I wonder why that 400's in there.
The rest of the $600,000 purse will be split between the next 29 mushers to cross the finish line. So out of how many teams did I say we're starting? 65?
I wasn't listening.
Only 30? Yeah.
Yeah, they do the math.
Only 30 teams.
They do the math, and it comes out with that $400 thing, kind of like NASCAR and golf. I've always wondered that the top prize, they would just make it a round number and then divide the rest of them up, but they don't.
Yeah, give it to the flagman or something, right?
Yeah. Donate it.
Yeah, talking about racing, there was a race yesterday, Phoenix.
First of all, you call them mushers. Mm-hmm. They're mushers.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Mushers is when you like to smash something.
Mushers.
You mush it.
Yeah, they use those at the wine plant.
Yeah, you mush
at the winery.
Yeah, all the people with the bare feet.
Yeah, Carl Edwards got off the Schneid and won this weekend. I had a feeling, too, before the race he was going to. I saw him running around on like 15th or 16th, and I said, he's due. And I didn't realize how due he was. He was been 70 races. That's a long time.
Yeah, and Dale Jr. just lost that one in the pits. Track position was everything.
Had to lose it somewhere.
Yeah, he did. He usually does. But that was the good ending to it, man. I mean, Brad Keselowski just pushed him right up there to the front. Just got on his bumper, didn't he, there?
What did Whiny Baby Boo Boo do?
Which one? Jeff
Tony
Gordon?
Stewart.
I forgot where Jeff Gordon finished.
No, we all know that's Tony Stewart.
I don't know. I hadn't looked at the exact ending of where everybody finished.
Gordon finished 9th. I saw that.
It was a
Denny
good race.
Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson evidently had a drag race for second.
Yeah, man, that was a drag race. It was a drag race, like 1/100th of a second, I think. Denny Hamlin shot down through the apron.
Little to see it.
Yeah, man, he shot down through the apron down there. Just it was unreal.
Who was wearing an apron?
Denny Hamlin. He shot down through it.
I'd say Tony Stewart was wearing it, but that's just me.
I forgot. Where did Tony Stewart? He finished 8th. Okay, 8th. Where'd Gordon finish?
9th.
Okay, so he was ahead of him.
Yeah, as long as he was ahead of Gordon, I don't care where he was.
He wasn't last weekend. He come in dead last, I think, didn't he?
I don't know.
Probably.
Pretty close to that. Wrecked out. It was a good race overall. I mean, this NASCAR race, they got to figure out how to get them cars to where they can pass. They still can't pass very well.
They got to figure out how to get some more people in the seats. I don't know why it's losing popularity. I wonder if it's because of the economy.
Yep, it's the economy is what they say.
Common people aren't traveling this far because of the cost of fuel to see these races. There's a lot of people that go across the nation.
Whereas
to watch every one of these races.
Whereas baseball and football is gaining in popularity because they got stadiums in their hometown and they don't go to different places every weekend.
Right. Well, you think about it. We talked about it the other day. Used to, when we took a vacation, you never had to factor gas in the equation. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're going to take a vacation, you've got to put it in there as a cost, just like a hotel room cost or food cost. It has to be there.
If you're going very far, your fuel's going to be more than your motel cost.
I guarantee you.
It takes me, if I was to fill up my truck, it would take me $80. And if you go to somewhere like Orlando, that's 2 tanks down there and 2 tanks back for my truck. That's
2 tanks of gas to get to Orlando in your truck?
13 miles to the gallon, buddy.
Holy cow. You'd be money way ahead to get rid of that thing. So.
I like it.
Get out of it while you can.
Lord have mercy.
I like it.
That thing's sucking you down in the hole.
It gets me from point A to point B, though. I love my truck.
It's only 225 miles to Orlando.
I'm going to tell you, next time you go to Orlando, if you need to borrow a truck, you're more than welcome to.
I was kind of thinking a tank down there, a tank around or 2 while I'm around there, and then back. It'd take me about 4 tanks of gas.
It's a small world, after all.
It is. It ain't small enough, evidently, at 13 miles to the gallon.
It's a lot smaller at 13 miles an hour because you don't go near as far.
Oh, all right. We're going to take our first break this morning. We'll come back. We're going to talk about some Georgia 4-H stuff and some different outside adventures. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the good outdoors. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999. So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors here on 99.5 Kicks Country in beautiful Valdosta, Georgia. I was messing around last night and I found an article in the paper, or not on the paper, on the internet, and it was from Outside Magazine back in October of 2012, but it's titled The Overachiever. And it kind of caught my eye because it's a guy standing on the bank of a lake with a kayak, and it's a former corporate lawyer who's back of the napkin plan to kayak from Minnesota to Florida, and it goes on to tell about his journey of what it was supposed to be. This guy was from Tallahassee, Florida. He's a 31-year-old Daniel Alvarez, and I'm going to try to get in touch with this guy. I want to see if he'll call in one morning because it's pretty awesome thing. He planned on going. He had a 17-foot bright yellow sea kayak and some over possibly the Mississippi River. He wants to pilot this thing from northernmost part of Minnesota down to Key West, Florida. And he's trying to figure out how, or was trying then to figure out how to do it, but I know he's already tried it because as this article was underway, he was somewhere already doing it. So I want to see if he I couldn't find if he passed it, if he done it, or if he had to bow out or what. But it was over a 2,000 mile. Let's see. Over 4,000 mile paddle. That's a long way to be in a kayak.
He's paddling from Minnesota to Key West?
Yep.
How in the heck is he doing that?
He's just going, he have to pull out some places,
I was about to say.
But it did say in here of places he knew he could go. He knew he could go from like Lake of the Woods to Lake Superior and get from Lake Superior to the Mississippi River, but that's all he knew of for sure at the time he was starting to plan this trip. So he knew he could get certain places.
I think he can take the Mississippi River all the way to the Gulf and then take the ocean down to Key West.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay in interior of the United States and come out into Key West. Now he'll probably have to pull out in some places and go, I'm sure. But
brother better get his Garmin out. And
he probably
play
better.
A aquatic course, if that's a feature.
He was a corporate. He used to be a corporate lawyer in San Francisco, and he was laid off in 2009. Then he jumped up and he hiked the Continental Divide Trail. So he was helping his father, a college football Hall of Fame wide receiver with the Florida Gators, on an autobiography when he heard about the grant from the Outside Magazine to be able to do his trip. So he jumped on it, and when he heard about a grant, he submitted his plan to paddle across 13 states. He was already 7 days into his trip when he found out he'd won, so he'd already started it, and he celebrated by camping under some trees.
He went all out.
Yeah,
they gave him $10,000 to try to do it. So he was carrying a laptop and a smartphone to file blog posts and not relying on a GPS or plotting out his campsites beforehand, choosing instead to play it by where he lays and in the kindness of strangers. So I got to see if he's done it or not. Some of the precautions he took was the yellow boat, and can be seen really well. And he said he wanted to give the barges on the Mississippi the best chance of seeing him. That's pretty smart, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get in touch with him this week and see if we can get him on here, because that's a pretty interesting story, man.
Yeah. I tell you, it'd take a lot more than 10 grand to get me to do it, though.
Yeah, well, he was doing it before the 10 grand.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it for the money. You're right.
Corporate lawyer, he probably had plenty of money. Another thing that went on this weekend, we heard about I'm sure a lot of people's heard about the sinkhole in Florida, man. That's pretty bad, isn't it?
That's terrible.
Swallowed the house up. Swallowed the floor or the guts of the house up, I guess. Swallowed a man up.
The man was asleep in the bedroom and just woke up to falling in a hole. That's awful.
Yeah, I've been dreaming and thought I was falling before, but that's real.
Yeah, that's very real.
You don't want that to happen. So, I woke up this morning a little bit. I felt good knowing our country's in good hands now because we had Dennis Rodman down there in North Korea talking to Kim Jong-un.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was doing his diplomatic thing, and Kim Jong sent a message back with Dennis to give to Obama, and he said that he don't want to do war, and he said that he wants to talk. And Dennis Rodman's advice to Obama is, he said, well, Kim loves basketball and Obama loves basketball, so let's start there. He wants to get them together to, do a little shoot around there and talk over nuclear war. So everybody relax. Dennis is on point.
He's got it on
Get
his
them together, play a game of horse, and work everything out.
He'll have Kim Jong-un have his lips tattooed and his hair dyed orange before it's over.
That scares the crap out of me. That Dennis Rodman's on point. That just scares me, man.
Oh yeah, I love all God's people, even Dennis.
Yeah, I do too. But
I love him better if he'll stay over there though.
Yeah, he's a strange cat. Strange cat. I wanted to talk a little bit about Georgia 4-H this morning. You know, we talk about getting kids outdoors all the time. It's a passion of ours here on the Good Outdoors radio show. There is an awesome, just 4-H is just an awesome. What's the word I'm thinking of, Ronnie?
Organization,
yeah. For kids to be involved in, man, they share all kind of life skills in 4-H, man. It couldn't be any better. And some of them that just strike home with us, or with me especially here, is the Project SAFE. It's Skills for Life and Activity for a Lifetime. I mean, it's Project SAFE is shooting awareness, fun, and education. That's what the SAFE part stands for. They have 22 rimfire shoots, 5 meter BB guns, air pistol, air rifle, archery, and shotgun. I mean, what more could you get your kids out there to do? And they have events all across the state of Georgia to have kids involved with. But not only that, in 4-H has so many other things. If you want to do it in an organization, a kid wants to do anything, 4-H, I guarantee you, has it to offer. And it's one of the best organizations in Georgia for getting kids outdoor. Rimfire, the competition, they have competition guidelines for shooting 22 shorts. They also have it for archery, and plenty of places to do it. I know 4-H right here in Lowndes County offers some of the archery programs, and just a great place to do. Different ways, you got 30 arrows or 60 arrows that you shoot, field round target faces and distances, different distances of 4-H. I mean, different guidelines for all of it. The objectives of the archery competitions enhance youth development of self-concept, character, and personal growth through safe, educational, and socially acceptable involvement in shooting activities. And that says it all right there. It says everything that that we stand for also in the Good Outdoors.
Yeah, the 4-H Club's got a long history in the state of Georgia. It was founded in 1904 by G.C. Adams in Newton County, Georgia. Mm-hmm. And it was originally called the Girls Canning and Boys Corn Clubs, believe it or not.
Yeah. I can believe that.
And it's funded by the University System of Georgia.
Yep.
So, after I got to reading about it, it's a pretty interesting organization. And they are about kids in the outdoors. Honestly, it's pretty much everything they do revolves around the outdoors. So you talk about a worthy thing to support. That's something we'll do more of. We got a call coming in early this morning. Good morning, caller. You on there on the Good Outdoors. How are you?
Steve.
What's happening?
Tim Neesmith.
Tim is Stickman Neesmith. Man, I about lost my voice, but maybe I can talk to you a little bit.
I hear you, brother.
What you doing, man?
I'm working.
You working? Where?
Get a night shift at the paper mill.
I hear you. Good deal. Well, I'm glad the paper mill's in tune with the Good Outdoors.
That's right. We got you on.
Good deal, man.
Going to chime in a little bit about that 4-H program.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, they've had a couple state and national champions in archery.
That's correct. That is correct.
Our son shot on the skeet team from Lowndes High.
Good deal.
And we went to state 2 years in a row. And his senior year, he did very well up there. He come in third at state. So
nice.
Good job. Good job.
It's a great organization, and we still shoot. We shot 2 weeks ago down in Jacksonville. It's actually John Pete runs it also.
Yes, he does.
I can't remember the name of it, J&J or WW or something down in there. I think it's WW Sporting Plays, but either way, they do. It's a great program for the shooting, archery, and guns.
Man, that is fantastic. Did you notice a lot of participation with the kids in the 4-H when yours was coming through?
Yeah, we did, and the good thing about that is, because it is through the 4-H, it's not it's what they call a club. It's not a team.
Right.
So you had kids from Valdosta, we had kids from Lowndes, we had kids from 1 or 2 at Valwood. So it's different people from different schools all shooting on one team.
That's good. That's a good team.
So like I said, they're not classified as a club. I mean, as a team, it's a club, and you have to do all your own fundraising. There's no money involved from the school.
Right.
You know, you driving, you got to drive your vehicle and no bus. So, but it's still a good organization.
Yeah, that's real good. I tell you, it's a lot different from the baseball team when we're mortal enemies from the crosstown people.
That's correct.
I've heard you yelling at them games before.
I heard that, not me.
Timmy, appreciate you calling in this morning, bud.
Y'all take care.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it was good. Lowndes County 4-H competition team was also out there at Southwind this weekend, you know, helping throw the traps and different things. They participate in there, but they shoot there all the time. You know, so it's just I can't tell you, it's just a great organization. It's been around for years and years, as Steve was pointing out. And if you want to do it in the outdoors, as a child, just get out there, go to 4-H. It doesn't matter what. Man, if you look at some of the guidelines that they have here, not guidelines, but some of the things that they do, the program glossary, it ranges anywhere from the Centennial History book, the Constitution, you know, beekeeping, camping. I mean, it's all the way through. It's an alphabetical order, and it'll take you 5 minutes to go through and read all these. Forestry.
Oh, yeah. Plenty
global
of stuff.
citizenship, horse shows, you know, cow shows, cotton. I mean, even on growing cotton and farming, different things, it's there.
Yep.
You know, military, achievement awards, school relations, all the way down through. There's just so many great things. Archery is one that I looked up. And they have different divisions are based on 4-H age eligibility, and they compete in age divisions as follows: Cloverleaf, Junior, and Senior. And 4-H archery is based on the bow type. They have a novice class, recurve, and compound. So they cover all the entire gauntlet of archery. I don't know if they do crossbows yet. I haven't really seen about crossbows, but it's out there, man. I tell you, it's a lot to do. We're gonna take another break. We'll be right back here on the Good Outdoors, guys. Thanks for listening.
Is the best in town. Bad Austin's make you come on down. I don't think I can even wait. Those steaks are hand-cut fresh every day. Steaks and seafood put you in a good mood. I can't wait to get my hands on that food, 'cause that Austin's is all mine. And you know there's one thing I got to say. I love my Austin steak.
We're talking 100% aged Midwestern grain-fed beef. When you want steak, Austin's Cattle Company. It's where a steak lover goes to get a real cut of steak. Log on, check them out on the website, austinscattlecompany.com, or better yet, just stop by, exit 16 off of I-75. Austin's. It's an addiction you never have to quit.
I can't wait to get my hands on that food.
Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment, and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree, and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Outdoors.
Takes all kinds, brother.
It does.
I don't know why it takes that kind, though.
I don't either.
We're talking about the 4-H a little bit. I keep reading this history, man, and it's interesting. If anybody goes to the internet and just Googles the 4-H Club, it'll tell you all about how it started. And this guy that started it, what all he's had his hands in. And one of his greatest accomplishments was organizing this corn club back in 1904, and it was a big thing back then. But some of his exploits actually have led to figuring out how to transport children. And many credit with him with actually coming up with the idea to bus school children to and from the schools.
Really?
Yeah, pretty cool stuff, man.
That's pretty awesome.
But the corn contest was absolutely huge back in the day there, and the contest was open to any boy 6 to 18 years old who was enrolled in any of the county's public schools. You had to be a school child. That's why 4-H is so ingrained in the school. He believed that you had to, he wanted to encourage people to be in the schools, and the corn club was so big that people went to school just so they could be in the corn club. But each boy would do all the work raising his own corn crop, and there was no limit to the variety of corn planted or the extent of the field. The contestant was not allowed to have any assistance. He had to do it all by himself, and the boy selected any 10 ears of corn out of his entire patch. So if he grew 10 acres, he had to pick 10 pieces of corn or ears of corn. And the boy should nail them in a rat-proof box, deliver it to the Newton County Courthouse by October 7th, and it will be weighed on October 16th, and the weight recorded on the box. Of the 101 boys entering the first contest, only 32 boys exhibited their corn, and the first place winner was George Plunkett with 29.9 pounds. So he had 10 ears of corn that weighed 29.9. That's almost a pound an ear. I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
There was 10 ears.
10 ears.
And it weighed 29 pounds.
That's 3 pounds.
Right.
That's
a heavy ear of corn, bro.
Well, I was looking at the kilograms, and I was like, 13.6 kilograms. My conversion was off. We got a call coming in. Maybe they're better at math than I am.
Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good. How about you?
Good. All doing fine, man. Listen, I was listening to you earlier. I don't mean to cut in on the 4-H thing, but the most interesting thing about that story with the fellow with the yellow kayak to me was he was a lawyer and he was laid off.
That's right.
How does that happen?
I've never heard of an attorney being laid off.
He was a corporate lawyer, so evidently the business that the corporation that he worked for probably went downhill, as so many of them did.
I was thinking about that. He must have been working on the mesothelioma cases. Because you heard that commercial where they say, if you or someone you know has died from mesothelioma, please call the law firm of Cersei Denny and the guy in the yellow kayak.
That's
but
right.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
You're right. He could have also been having them DePuy hip replacement surgeries that went the wrong way.
That's right. And another thing, I'm glad y'all expanding the show because probably 20 more years, y'all gonna be like old George Norrie.
Oh yeah. Except we ain't gonna be talking about aliens, just the occasional Bigfoot.
I don't know. We do Bigfoot.
Hey, man.
Might as well.
Y'all keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, man. We need to hire that guy there now.
Yeah, we do.
He's a lot better at it than we are. He sure didn't work for Moliker. He'd still be going.
That's right.
Yeah. Now 4-H, 4-H is a just huge organization, and people don't realize how big it is. Do y'all know what the 4-H's stand for? And
The 4-H's?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I looked it up here on the
No,
I
that's
think I heard it back when I was in 4-H briefly when I was in school.
Let's think about this here before we go.
Hand, head, heart.
What are you reading?
No, I'm not reading. Huh?
Good eyesight.
I'm not reading it. I was into 4-H. I can't remember the fourth one though.
Health. Head, heart, hands, and health. The head is managing and thinking. Heart is relating and caring. Hands are giving and working. Health is being and living. And the 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Now, that's pretty awesome right there.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to join the 4-H.
Mm-hmm. You can't ask for a better organization here. And so, there's so much involved in schools, I've had Alexis, she started off in 4-H, and she still participates a little bit with it here and there. A lot of people grow up with it and participate throughout their entire lives. But there's so many things to do with it. They hold camps every year. And these are big camps. Right down there in Lake Park, they have one.
You need to get her pig put in the hog show.
Yeah, steer show
in your backyard.
No, I was thinking, you got a bigger backyard than I got.
No, I don't either. You got the whole golf course behind you.
You got Ocean Pond behind you.
Y'all can put him in the back of my yard, and he'll be in the freezer the next day.
But just in Georgia alone,
on a spit,
they got Rock Eagle, Jekyll Island.
You ever been to Rock Eagle?
I haven't been to Rock
My
Eagle.
son Caden is going to Rock Eagle here in a week or two.
He's going to love it. I had a big time. I loved it.
And Rock Eagles, I got to check that one out. Jekyll Island, I've been to that one before. They have, each county has somewhere to go at some time in the year. And the times of the year these camps are is June and July. So can you imagine all the camps going on, all the counties, you got different
summer
kids from all
camp,
kind of counties.
Summer camp, 4-H summer camp. Back around 1907, Oscar Benson designed the first emblem for the club, and it was a 3-leaf clover, which stood for head, heart, and hands. Second-year members received a 4th H, and in 1911, the 4-H sign was adopted, and health was added as the 4th H. The emblem has stood for head, heart, hands, and health ever since. Very interesting, man. I'm glad that we talked about this today.
Well, there's 3 leaves, probably worth some money now, wouldn't it?
They probably would. You're probably right about that.
We'll see if I can check out Rock Eagle here. Boy, Rock Eagle looks like it's fun.
It was a lot of fun. Back when I went, now this has been 127 years ago, but when you get there, they break you up into different tribes, and I can remember the tribe. I was a Muskogee.
Oh, really? They're tribes?
Yeah, they break you up in different tribes, and you have different events, competition events in those tribes.
You look a little musky. That's why they go to Muskogee.
You're probably right.
The Corn Club was followed by an agricultural project clubs and The Corn Club was followed by many agricultural project and clubs in the county and state, and the most famous club was the Girls Canning Club. They had the boys doing the corn, so they had to come up with something for the girls. So they established the Canning Club. And just as the boys' work started with one crop, the same method was used for girls. The tomato was selected because it was universally grown and appreciated. It wasn't too difficult to get a good crop. It was acid and therefore easy to can without too much spoilage. Each girl was asked to plant a plot large enough to provide tomatoes not only for family, but also for sale. By the time Congress passed the Smith-Lever Act in 1914, creating the Cooperative Extension Service, which we've all heard of, both boys and girls all over Georgia were active in one or more of the project clubs. Their work was supervised by volunteer leaders, and this is how it morphed into the girls and the boys, merging into the 4-H club. So
now, the canning facility we have here, is it 4-H?
I don't know.
You're talking about the high school? No.
Yeah. What is
I don't think it's high school. Now, I could be wrong.
Well, if it ain't, it oughta.
If anybody knows, call and tell us.
Yeah, if you know anything about the Lowndes High Canning Plant, let us know. I don't know if that is an excellent question because I've never thought about that. I worked in there in high school off and on here and there, but I don't know. That's a good question. Deep in tradition, deep in history, man. The 4-H, deep in it, preserving and making accessible the history of 4-H highlights an essential part of America, and that is true because it's all over the state of Georgia.
Yeah, it is.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's publicly funded, isn't it? I believe it's publicly funded.
I'm not sure. I'll have to keep reading, but by 1915, believe it or not, this is huge numbers to me. Think about it. There was no internet, no nothing. Not
word of
very
mouth.
scant. Coordinating mechanisms. But by 1915, Georgia had 5,507 girls in the county in 4-H and 14,275 boys in 1915.
Yeah, that's big numbers.
That's impressive.
Man,
huge.
I mean, you
Big,
had
big.
nothing back then. You had no mass mailings, nothing.
No, you didn't.
So it all had to be word of mouth, or somebody had to ride that little horse around and tell everybody about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you blow gas now, and 100 people know it in a split second. Word travels fast.
Yeah, it's a huge organization, man.
Darryl, you got an extra biscuit in your beard. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I was going to get, I was hoping we wouldn't run out of food. Darryl Sample was going to come out there Saturday, but he didn't. Whoa, what are you doing over there?
He was searching for a biscuit.
Get up. Dust his back off.
He didn't show up. He was busy laying in bed eating.
Hey, speaking of that, I got to commend my old brother over there. He put the it wasn't a hog on the log, so to speak, but he did yesterday. He had hamburgers, big, thick, good ones like I like.
Oh, yes.
Quail wrapped in bacon and some yard bird, and I'm telling you, it was really, really good, brother. You did a great job.
Fine job.
Appreciate that.
I hurt myself. I did.
At about 9 o'clock, I started to go down there and ring his doorbell, see if he had any leftovers.
Well, we had some leftovers, and Michelle's mom, Barbara's in town this weekend. She put on the rest of the food there, man. It was good too.
I don't know who made them cookies with them M&Ms in them.
Them oatmeal cookies. Woo!
Good night.
That was
good.
Barb. She took care of that. She had all
Barb,
the
you
sweets.
did good.
Man, she stayed. She got here Friday afternoon. She stayed in the kitchen the entire time. I mean,
Well, I'll tell you
practically
what.
the entire time. Only break she took was come out here Saturday to watch the shooting. That was it.
That woman's got a major flaw being an Ohio State Buckeye, but other than that, she can dang sure cook. I will give her that.
We had cupcakes, cake, cookies. I mean, we did, and just let the girls decorate everything. Let Mackenzie help decorate it all too.
That
Just
cheese dip was some.
Ooh, yeah.
You got any more of that left?
I think so. You can
Bring
have it
to
all
me.
too.
I want it.
We'll take a break here. Be back in just a few minutes, guys.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro, buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal. Build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro, buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro, buy a chopper.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger or hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
So Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Good morning. Go ahead if you want to talk.
I was just smacking my lip.
Welcome back to Good Outdoors.
Trying to get some moisture down in my throat, man. It's on fire. I'm sorry, audience, my faithful listeners out here who love hearing my voice. I'm going to try my best to hang in there.
Chad Everett chimed in and said good morning. Said he managed to catch a couple of fish at Banks Lake Saturday. No, Sunday. He went to Banks Lake. He's supposed to come down to Lake Park and go to Grassy Pond, but he went to Banks Lake, cold and windy. Well, Chad, yeah, it was cold and it was windy. You seen the snow down there? I know Jeremy Bridgen posted one up there where he saw some snow while he was fishing.
That was almost a tongue twister.
Almost a tongue twister. But yeah, man, I didn't see any snow around yesterday. I was out and about yesterday morning when people were saying it was snowing, but I didn't see any.
You wasn't out and about. You kept sending your youngin' to the grocery store.
No, that was yesterday morning when I was out and about when I went to get the food in the grill.
Oh.
Yeah, I never saw it neither, but I heard several people talking about it. I saw that post by Jeremy, and then I was at Dollar General getting something, and they were saying it was snowing out there around Moody Air Force Base. So.
Ryan actually called me and said it was snowing in Dasher. I said, man, you crazy. It ain't cold enough to snow. And it was, too. I bumped my head because evidently it was snowing. Sorry, Ryan. But he said it was actually more like sleet than snow or whatever. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I ain't worried about it. It didn't stick to the ground.
Well,
no.
There's a very rare occurrence around here, so when the threat of snow comes around, it sure makes the news.
Yes, it does.
I mean, we're talking about 4-H. They played a big part in agricultural production in support of the war effort back in World War II. 4-H members were directly responsible for more than 77,000 head of dairy cattle, 246,000 swine.
Wow.
That's a hog, in case you didn't know. And 210,000 head of other cattle. That are not dairy cattle. And the 4-H contributed more than 40,000 tons of forage crops and 109,000 bushels of root crops. By 1942, 4-H had 1.6 million members, gaining 650,000 new members during the war.
Golly.
That's amazing, man. What an incredible story the 4-H is. And I bet you not many people know this. I know everything, and I didn't know it.
Yep.
You know,
I'm shocked.
Me too. I'm devastated, actually.
I mean, the reach that the 4-H has is just unreal. I mean, they're not just in America; they're a global reach now too. They're all over the world.
4-H is all over the world.
Yes, sir. They have a global
4-H
reach.
is worldwide.
They have an expansive reach, serving youth in rural, urban, and suburban communities across the state and the nation. Plus, their global presence through the International Farm Youth Exchange. By the way, the exchange helped to develop similar 4-H programs in more than 80 countries throughout the world.
And in 1963,
Georgia.
the World Atlas of 4-H was published by the National 4-H Foundation, indicating 84 4-H and similar programs in 75 countries. That was in 63.
Goodness.
That was before Al Gore invented the internet.
Yep.
But yeah, they're all over the country, all over the world. Great organization to be involved with, man. You couldn't ask for anything better out there to be involved with. They, and I'm pretty sure it's all funded privately. I don't think there's any national help with this. I don't believe, is there?
There's a note right here. It said in March of 2010, it was announced that University of Georgia President Michael Adams had proposed to the University System's Board of Regents that the Georgia 4-H program be completely eliminated in the wake of $300 million in budget cuts made by the university system. So evidently it's funded, at least in part, by the University of Georgia system.
Mm-hmm.
So because there was a scare that it's going to lose its funding. But evidently that got That got thwarted, thank God. But $300 million, boy, that's a lot of. Oh, that's $300 million in budget cuts. Okay, never mind.
A corporation and foundation, as far as people giving, I can't really pull up to see.
Oh, I'm sure they get private donations. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably funded by a combination of both, I'm sure.
Oh, I guarantee it is. But, I can't help but think that from what I've heard, there's nothing in the federal government that really stimulates it. I mean, I'm sure they do, but more from private donations for this. And they give scholarships. They give all sorts of stuff, But
I doubt it. I doubt, honestly, there's any federal money. It's probably state money if it is. Somebody might know the answer to that and can call in and tell us. But the Georgia 4-H is divided into 4 districts. You got the Northeast District, the Northwest District, Southeast, and Southwest. Lowndes being in the Southwest, as well as Colquitt, Cook, Clinch, Lanier, surrounding counties, Tift, places like that. So check it out, man. The 4-H, that's a great thing. We're gonna be getting more involved with 4-H.
I'm gonna see if I can get somebody about somebody to come in and talk about the 4-H here local, or give us a call or something like that, and tell us more about it. More about how they're funded and what can do to help them be funded, and things we can get out there and help with. I'm sure they do fishing events too. I just haven't looked at that one yet. But I guarantee you they do fishing events and everything. There's nothing when you go down here and go to the program glossary. There's really, that's just what gets me. There's really nothing that's not covered in it. I don't see anything. They have everything you want. They have all kind of camping facilities. Is the one in Lake Park still a 4-H? I'm not sure if that's still a 4-H. No, yeah, I believe it is. It's owned by the county. They still hold a 4-H camp there every summer. But there's nothing that's not covered up under 4-H. Forestry is one that, that's a big one here. Forestry is also. And they have different fundraising events. Let's see what the fundraisers are every year. Let's see. Is the largest 4-H is one of the largest youth development programs in our nation, whose success is largely due to public and private partnerships. They provide educational opportunities and life skill development throughout the state. Your gift to 4-H will stay right here, help carry the 4-H into the next century and stay as local as it can stay. They have a 4-H gala every year, and that's August 10th of this year. You can attend it. I'm not sure, probably going to be in Atlanta.
You can attend it and attend it.
I can't speak this morning. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you some of the notable alumni that were in 4-H is pretty impressive. Rosalind Carter, former First Lady and wife of Jimmy Carter.
Ronnie Colbert.
Shania Twain.
Co-host on The Good Outdoors.
Shania Twain, country music singer.
Wait a minute. She was from Canada, too, and she was in it. So there.
Yep.
Global reach.
You got Herschel Walker. Anybody who is anybody knows who Herschel Walker is.
He invented the candy bar, didn't he?
He did. Good running back, too.
Herschel.
Trisha Yearwood, singer, most famously known as being married to Garth Brooks. Jennifer Nettles from Sugarland.
Goodness.
Tommy Irvin, former state representative and Georgia Commissioner of Agriculture. Nancy Grace, that ding-dong that hosts that show on CNN. I guess she was had to be the bad apple of this bunch.
Oh man, lots of people contribute every year too. Some pretty big names, pretty big companies contribute. So Georgia Peanut Commission, Georgia Agricultural Commodity Commission for cotton, and the Commission for milk. There's a lot of contributors, man, and Georgia Power's a big contributor to them. I know that one. Let's see, who else?
If I'm not mistaken, sometimes you ride along, if you're out in the country and you see a forest, you'll see a sign that says something that's 4-H, land that they go out and do prescribed burns on. Am I right on that?
Yep.
Kroger does a lot for them. You can buy a Georgia tag with 4-H on it. You sure can. And eBay, you can give through eBay. There's lots of ways to give to the 4-H. They're out there. They have a needs list of things you can do. They have cabin proposals that they need, upgrades on cabins. They have all kind of things. So you go on the internet, And there's plenty of ways to give now, to donate now to the 4-H, and they need your support. Lots of county resource. The Georgia 4-H Foundation partners with the 159 counties in Georgia, so they're in every single county, and you can look and see where they do this at and how to do it and how to participate. You can give a grant. You can do anything. You can sponsor a scholarship because they give a lot of scholarships every year. 4-H is just a great place to go and great place to be. Archery programs, that's the one I like a lot, because it's getting bigger and bigger every year. And, like Timmy said earlier, there's probably, he was right. He said there was a national and state and national winners right here local from 4-H in different contests. But the archery one is growing by leaps and bounds every year.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's getting bigger and bigger just as archery gains more and more support. But when you go through here and look on the types of bows you can use, any class that you want to shoot in, from your lowest age to your highest age, you can participate in 4-H. And it's just so many different things. There's so many 3D archery, field archery. There's different things you can participate in, and they all growing and growing every year. I'm going to try to get with somebody this week, let them come in there on the 22 rimfire. That's another big one. It's growing more and more, too. One of the high schools, I think it was Lowndes High School or Lowndes Middle School, one of the middle schools or something, had a 22 rimfire team. We got a call coming in. Let's see what they got to say. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Just got the dogs put up.
Must have been out hunting all night, huh?
All night.
You didn't have to work last night?
Nah, I worked tonight.
Okay. Good deal. Been coon hunting or what?
Yeah, coon hunting. Dogs got tore up. My male dog got tore up tonight.
What, get a coon on him or what?
Yeah. He tried to catch him on the ground.
That'll
leave a mark.
Learned a valuable lesson, didn't he?
Yeah. He's got a purple face right now.
Been sprayed down.
He's got that blue lotion on him.
I hear you. Well, man, have you been a member of the 4-H when you were growing up?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Pretty good organization, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to go to a break, man. We appreciate you calling in this morning.
All right, man.
I'll talk to you later on.
See you.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree, and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't. And when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Woo-wee! Sweet Tea's Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea's Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Tea's for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea's Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
Brigman and Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout, or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman and Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home. Give Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment. SWAT Graphics, located at 300 South Toombs Street, is the area's #1 graphic design service company. Specializing in graphic banners, stickers, signs, and design, SWAT Graphics can help from concept to completion. If you have a design idea for a company logo, SWAT Graphics can bring it to reality. Maybe you have a logo and just need it placed on a sign, sticker, or banner. Whatever the case, stop by SWAT Graphics at 300 South Toombs Street, Valdosta, or give them a call at 241-9185. SWAT Graphics, proud sponsor of the Good Outdoors.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Yeah, welcome back to the Good Outdoors. We've been talking a lot about 4-H Club this morning and learning a lot about it as we've been talking about it, because I've learned a whole lot. Been through several pages here of 4-H, but they also, camping, and we want to touch about camping a little bit. What they do, have we kind of covered that, but also Swanee River Campground is right here close. That is an excellent place to go camping. Have you ever been down there, Ronnie?
Where is it exactly?
It's
I know it's on the Swanee River. So.
Let's see exactly where it's at. Hang on just a minute. I think it's right. It's Live Oak, Florida. Right there in Live Oak, Florida. I've been down there before. We have a boat ramp, boating, and places that swim right there in the edge of the river, but canoeing, kayaking, fishing, hiking, nature trails, picnic area, wildlife viewing. They got it all. They got a nice pavilion there you can go sit up under. And they also have the bat caves, or the cave.
The bat cave.
Is that where it is?
Batman's
I thought it was a secret.
But you can go down there and watch the bats flying in and out. Go in there and watch the bats flying in and out of that, and that's a pretty neat thing to do. But they have events down there all the time. Swanee River State Park, they have events and ranger programs down there, and they have everything that you'd want to do. And Swanee River State Park, just one place to go. Right now, the river's a little high. They got the boat ramp closed down there because the river's a little bit out of the banks.
A little?
A little bit. It's coming down, though. Coming down. But if you want to go down there, nice pavilion, nice places you can camp. You got camper spots, tent spots, all kind of stuff you can do there. Just one of your local places to go camping, along with Reed Bingham. Of course, Reed Bingham was closed the other day, actually. I think it's probably reopened by now. They actually closed it because the water level was so high. And that was amazing how high the water got. We were out there Friday. I was out there at Southwind with John, and he'd been in touch with them all day Thursday and, of course, all day Friday. But Thursday, I think it was the National Weather Service or somebody had come down there and measured the current in the Withlacoochee River. And it was the third fastest, strongest current ever recorded on the Withlacoochee River. You believe that?
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Third strongest current ever.
It's pretty
recorded.
Amazing there.
Yes, it is.
That should be a good thing as long as it's flowing and not staying.
We went out there and looked at it, and the railroad trestle on the eastbound side, the railroad trestle, it was actually lapping up under the bridge where it comes up over. It was almost covering the track. John about got me in trouble, by the way.
I wasn't going to say anything about that, but
yeah. I was just a passenger. We actually went to eat, went to equipment to eat, and we went out there, and he said, I'm going to ride out there and look at it a little bit. And he'd done been out there with him off and on, but evidently this guy didn't like that we were out in the middle of the bridge. We didn't cross the bridge, by the way. We'd never crossed it. We just went to the middle and turned around and come back.
That ain't what we heard.
Some people are just sensitive.
They are.
They had an APB on him when me and Trey got there.
And they were after us pretty hard now, but the guy you called John said, don't do that anymore. John said, okay, it was all Daryl's fault. He just wanted to show me the river.
Daryl said, we didn't cross the bridge. I said, well, technically you did.
You
went halfway and turned around and came back.
Went the length of the bridge.
That ain't crossing.
We went the length.
They went the length of the bridge.
Length of the bridge. But
went the length of the bridge.
That was pretty fun.
Crossed half of it.
That's like when you're fighting on the school ground and you draw a line. You say you come across this line, you're gonna have a fistful of my knuckles here. But unless you actually cross the line, you can't hit them. It'd be a foul.
You can always drag them across the line.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh man, but Swanee River State Park, man, it's a great place to go camping with your kids. I mean, it's that time of year, guys. It's starting to warm up now. I think the weather's going to get pretty.
It sure is. It's 32 degrees outside. It's starting to warm up, feeling
starting to warm up after this. This cold snap here. I don't believe we'll have another one.
Yeah, we will.
No, we won't.
It may not be that cold, but we'll have another one.
You know what I think?
Always before Easter, you have another one.
Yes. They need to drag Ponchatowney Phil, if that's how you say his name. They need to drag that groundhog or whatever he is.
Muskrat.
Out of that box. They need to pop a cap in him is what they need to do. Because he's a liar.
Pot knot on his head, huh?
Pot knot.
Wow, that's kind of sadistic, Ronnie. You shouldn't do that.
Well,
I don't know, man.
Why you want to harm animals' lives beyond me?
He said the cold weather was gone, and that was what? That's had to have been 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I mean, if every time you ever make a mistake, what if somebody put a pop knot on your head? You'd be swollen all the time. You'd be getting hit 10 times a day.
At least.
I'd be good for 4, at least.
It's going to stay kind of cool, but next week's going to be up in 80s, so that's even better.
No. Daryl said that it was not, so it can't possibly be.
The last cool snap we're going to have. I don't know how long this cool snap's going to last, but it is, anyway. Anyway, pick on Daryl Day, I guess.
Sometimes it's just easy.
But it is time for
you make it easy.
Sometimes. It is time to get out and start getting ready to go camping, though.
Yeah.
As it is in March, it should be starting to warm up a little bit to where you can get the camping gear out.
And we have established a date for our camping trip, haven't we?
It's not a camping trip. It's just a fishing trip.
We've got a date.
Oh, we ain't gonna camp?
No,
we've got a date, but we don't have all the specifics yet. And whenever I am not going to mention, I'm not going to go into it till I know it all. So that's that.
That's that. Fine then. Be that way.
But well, after 6 weeks, you ought to have a lot of information saved up.
Throw it at him.
Oh, that's funny to me. What do you want to flick a booger on me? Don't do it. Ugh.
Oh man. But no, we've been working on it. Ronnie's been trying to get everything. So he once he gets everything lined out, we'll talk about it.
And I've had a lot of help from a certain individual too, and I'll let everybody know who that is whenever I get all the information together.
Why can't you give him a shout out now?
You can't talk about information if you don't have it.
Exactly.
So I agree with you, Ronnie. Exactly. Wait till you get all the information, all the specifics on it.
But you can say thank you to the people helping you assimilate this information.
Okay, thank you to the person helping me to assimilate all this information.
Was it a freaking secret or something? Is it Obama or something?
Oh, come on now, really? Obama? Man. I don't think so.
Obama ain't helped nobody do nothing.
He helped himself a lot. Oh, man, that was...
helped the cell phone industry.
Obama. Really, Steve? Come on.
I don't know. I mean, everything's cloaked in secrecy up here, just like the Obama administration.
Well, it's not all cloaked in secrecy up
here.
It
is. It's cloaked in secrecy. Who is this masked man?
We're going to talk about that later. We're talking about trying to go camping right now.
Bat caves and secrecy up here. I don't like it.
We're talking about trying to
go be transparent up here.
We're trying to talk about going camping and what good places to go camping around. If y'all don't want to do it,
I thought it was a fishing trip.
We're going on a fishing trip. I'm talking about carrying families camping right now.
I'm so dang confused. It ain't even funny.
Turn his microphone up. You can't understand him anyway. Good grief.
I will leave. I will get up and leave. The only reason I'm here right now is for my fans.
If anybody
my loyal fans, both of them.
He ain't going nowhere. We ain't gave him gas money yet.
Anybody wants to get Steve out of here, y'all call him 229-253-0995. We'll get him up out of here this morning. We don't.
I'll get that truck going about 110, and I'll coast home. I ain't scared.
Oh, good grief. Oh, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, back to where I'm trying to go here.
I wish you'd focus.
Really. Me focus.
Just for the record, anytime anybody helps me do anything, they're going to get full credit. I'm just letting y'all know.
Almighty. Come on, man. Don't do that. Y'all are just, I don't know. Anyway, places to carry your kids camping. There are lots of places here local to do that. Reed Bingham State Park, Swanee River State Park in Florida, and there's many other state parks in Georgia that you can go do this. Or you can just go pitch a tent in the woods.
It's your
backyard.
Your backyard, that's right.
Anywhere you want to do it. Point is, just get your kids involved, get them outdoors, show them things, get out there and build a fire, roast marshmallows, roast hot dogs. Man, it's unbelievably fun time to have, and it doesn't cost much to do it. You get out there and go, man. Just go. You ain't got to pitch a tent in the backyard. What more fun is there you can have at your house than to build a fire in your backyard? Not even pitch a tent. get out there, build a fire, and roast marshmallows and hot dogs.
You can always throw the kids out there and lock the door. Say, I'll see y'all in the morning.
That's right. I want to camp, Daddy. Well, go ahead. What are you waiting on? I mean, there's the backyard. Get after it, buddy. There's a blanket and a pillow.
No, not really. We don't condone that.
No, I hadn't done that before. Not yet. I've thought about it a few times.
It's an option, but we're not endorsing it.
Right.
Plenty of places to go. I mean, state parks in the state of Georgia are just great places to carry kids, man. It's just, we can't say enough about them. I've talked and been in touch with one of the rangers up at Reed Bingham. He's going to call in a week or so and tell a little bit about it. Another guy's going to call in later this week. Y'all remember who I told y'all? Redneck Guru.
The Redneck Guru, yes sir.
We had him call in, and somebody actually bought some turkey calls from him and said they heard it on the Good Outdoors. So we're going to get he offered to call in again, talk about some more things that he does, and maybe get him some more business and just see what all he's about. Because I guarantee he knows how to camp.
When he get Brad Roberts call in, he actually had, I'm not sure if it's Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts, but they camped out this weekend.
Oh, did really?
Yes.
Oh man, I bet they had a good time. I bet they had a fire going, didn't they?
They got to put their own tent up. They got to build their own fire. All that.
You think they rubbed two sticks together to build that fire, or are they using matches nowadays?
I hope he had a backup plan that included diesel or something.
That's funny. They talk about rubbing two sticks together. That's how they taught it in 4-H. How to build a fire, survival techniques. That's one thing they teach in 4-H.
Yep.
Has anybody ever actually done that? Made a fire rubbing two sticks together?
I haven't.
I mean, in here, I know that they've done it, but
I've done it with the bow and stick.
With a bow and a stick, what do you mean?
Well, you get a stick and bend it with a string. You can wrap that string around.
Oh, the string. Okay, yeah, I got you.
It's called something. I don't know what you call it. I call it a really slow way of making a fire. Is what I call
it. It's a stick and string. That's what it is.
Right. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Daryl.
And they got the
ain't nothing better than a bic.
They got the lighter out there is what they got. Man, I tell you what, it's come a long way from the stick and string days, ain't it?
Hey, somebody's going to tell us how to build a fire.
All right, let's do it. Get a call. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. We got about 30 seconds.
Good morning, fellas.
How you doing, Blake?
What's up?
Not a whole lot, man. Just work. What about you?
Just work, and I happen to be in a car that does not have a radio working.
Really?
Oh, good brother. You just knew we were here, didn't you, brother?
That's it.
You can depend on us like the U.S. mail.
We actually start at 4 o'clock now. We started this morning starting at 4 a.m., so you got plenty of time to call in now.
Oh, really? So y'all going to be 4 to 6 now?
4 to 6, man.
Due to worldwide demand, brother, we had to extend it 30 minutes.
Hey, y'all need to come on and do 12 to 6. That'd be great.
Hey, you got the money, baby. I got the time.
Hey, brother, we appreciate you calling in this morning.
All right.
All right, we'll talk at you soon.
Y'all get with me about the hunt now.
I will, man. We're trying to get it worked out.
All right.
All right, see you later, buddy. Hey, we're going to take a break here this morning on the Good Outdoors. We'll be right back.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
Moss Trim Shop is Valdos's oldest automotive upholstery shop. From automotive to marine upholstery to convertible and vinyl top, Moss Trim Shop can cover all your sewing needs. Locally owned and operated by Bobby Brantley, Moss Trim Shop become Valdos's oldest and best in the upholstery business by being a dependable, service-oriented, and on time with your project. So if you have an automotive or marine upholstery need, stop by Moss Trim Shop at 733 East Hill Avenue or give them a call at 229-242-0081. 858-885-8544.
Crystal River Seafood on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta is a fine seafood dining experience. Folks from miles around come in to enjoy the fine seafood and friendly atmosphere Crystal River has to offer. Their friendly staff makes your dining experience one to remember, as well as one to repeat. Fish like grouper, salmon, mahi, catfish are always great choices, along with shrimp, oysters, crab cakes, and crab legs. Hey, you're not in the mood for seafood? Order a juicy ribeye steak. Crystal River Seafood is open for lunch and dinner. Crystal River Seafood, 958 St. Augustine Road, Valdosta, Georgia.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lessons facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Hey, welcome back to The Good Outdoors. Ronnie's over there clapping. He's happy to be here.
I am happy to be here.
I am too. I love it, man. Oh, we got a call coming in. Let's take it this morning. Good morning, caller. You're on The Good Outdoors.
Good morning, my brother from another mother.
I guess you can get across the river this morning, huh, Peg?
Yeah, finally.
I hear you, man. What's happening with you?
Well, I'm just riding down the road, fixing to go Bruton, Alabama.
What you doing in Alabama?
Well, we got a shutdown starting down there, and the boss man wants me to go, make sure them old boys is doing what they ought to do. And
Well, they got to send the best man for the job, don't they, Peg?
well, I'll tell you, they're a good bunch of guys. Most times you don't have to do nothing but remind them every now and then. And about the cold, I can tell you when it's going to leave.
When?
When it's gone.
I bet you can tell me the score before the next Super Bowl even starts.
I come close to it. If I can't, I'll make you happy with whatever I do to you.
It's 0-0.
Hey, I got a question for you, Steve.
Lay it on me, brother.
You and the wife didn't get in a fuss this weekend, did you?
How'd you know about that?
Well, I can hear out of your voice. You just can't talk.
She kicked him in the throat.
It's kind of scratchy, of course.
As
long as your voice all she left alone, didn't scratch nowhere else, you're all right.
I was scared that I was scared that I didn't get her in the hairline this time, because usually if you get them in the hairline, it don't leave a mark. I'm teasing.
I know it.
But no, I don't know what happened, Peg. Friday afternoon, it just started going, and when it started going, it went. I was down to a whisper.
Hey, how did the Children Advocacy Center shoot come out?
Unbelievably well, man. It worked out really good.
That's great.
Had 41 teams. That was a couple more than last year, and we were down at least 3 teams that was off on a different shoot. So we did really well, man. Lots of people, lots of money raised.
Good cause.
Yes, sir. Great cause. I wish we didn't have the need for that cause out there, but it is a great cause and a worthy organization.
What is the children's organization?
Children's Advocacy Center. I can't say that word a lot of times.
Children's Advocacy Center.
But yeah. What they do is they're the lifeline for the kids, any abused kids, mentally, physically, or sexually abused kids, and they're the first and last stop that these kids have to make, so the kids don't have to keep retelling their story all the time. They tell it one time and they're done.
Well, if I hear about it, they won't have to be told but once either.
Amen, brother. I hear you.
And I ain't bragging neither, because I put a pot knot on their mom and daddy's head.
You ain't kidding, son.
They helped
over a pot knot. I've had a bunch of them.
Yeah, they've helped over 400 kids last year long in Lowndes and surrounding counties.
That's a shame.
Yep, sure is. But it's a great organization. I'm glad they're there.
That's right.
For the cause that they're in. But it's a great time, man.
You call me, remind me now about what we talked about.
I will. I sure will. I'll call you this week and remind you about it, or either next week, one or two, because it's happening pretty soon.
Sounds good, guys. Glad y'all show's still going good, and I'll be missing you for the next 3 or 4 days, but I'll be getting back online shortly thereafter.
All right, brother. We'll look forward to hearing from you again.
Hey, I love y'all. Y'all take care.
We love you back, man.
See you, Peg.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, heading out of town working, but he's always thinking about somebody else.
I tell you what, Peg, you might be out of town working, brother, but you'll be right here in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no doubt about it. We carry you every step of the way, my man.
If there's ever been a man that cares probably more about other people than he does himself, that's him.
It's Peg Kane. That's right. Hey,
I got to be in second place on that list.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy,
sure
you're
you are.
running a tight second.
Yeah, he is if we turn the list upside down.
Maybe 2,000 in a second. Wanda Stone
I'll have to
chimed
think
in.
about that one.
Wanda Stone chimed in. She said we ought to get in touch with Ricky Stone. Him and about 25, 30 other men get together in April, take their sons, and go on a river trip. No women allowed.
I'm in.
My kind of trip, dude. I'm ready to go. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, that's good. Y'all should go, and I'll stay home with the ladies. Did I say that out loud? Oh, my Lord Jesus. I hope my wife ain't listening.
Oh, there she is now.
Oh,
there she calls.
Let's take a call. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Hey, man, how y'all doing now?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing a little better. I wanted to give a prayer request for a family.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Listen to you every morning.
Mm-hmm.
But Kim Chastain and Scott Chastain, Kim's my cousin, they woke up yesterday morning to one of the worst phone calls you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Their 17-month-old grandson went to sleep Saturday night and never woke up.
Oh, my gosh.
Down in Sarasota, Florida.
Lord
And
have
that
mercy.
is a big thing. Scott listens to y'all religiously, and he's pretty messed up, and they're on their way to Sarasota, Florida. They left yesterday going down there.
Good night alive.
But that is something that you never know to. It's just like taking one of the angels away.
Yeah.
Scott Chastain, you said?
Yeah, and Kim Chastain.
Golly, okay, man. I appreciate it. I couldn't imagine going through that, man.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I know they were down a few months ago. The baby was, and he went fishing with me out at my mom and dad's house, and it hit me pretty hard because that was his first time fishing, and he enjoyed himself. And now this happens. It's just hard to go get over. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, brother.
Yeah, let us know what we can do. If there's anything we can do to create some awareness to help the family out, we want to help.
Yeah, I will, but right now they're fine. I was out there with them most of the day yesterday, and then they finally was able to leave and go down there, but we got them some money up to get them down there, but they're down there.
Good gracious. Well, let us know if they need any additional help. We'll be right here for them.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
Appreciate
for calling.
the call.
Well, that'll put a lump in your throat and a
Man,
pain in your heart.
that'll take it away right
I
there.
tell you what, man, I can't even imagine it. I can't. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers will go right out to that family, and we know the Lord's got a plan, and it's something. One of the hardest things in life is to trust in the Lord and know that He's in control, but He is. And y'all be careful going down, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. Goodness gracious, don't know what to say about that.
No, it just brings a somber feeling over you, man. I can't, couldn't imagine that myself. All my children that I have, and Steve, I know you and Ronnie both. It's just a hard time. So, Kim and Scott, our prayers are with you guys, you and your entire family. If you need anything, don't hesitate to contact us here at the Good Outdoors. Whatever we can do to help. Yep, sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Always hate to hear something like that, man. Sure do. Oh, we were talking about speaking of the Good Outdoors family, we're up to over 7,700 likes, and we appreciate everybody out there that listens. And, I had a call last night of a listener going to Bubba Jack's Crab Shack.
Mm-hmm.
Was asking what was good. He was going to patronize them because
it's all good.
Outdoors.
Anything.
It's all good. You said something there. We are a family. We do think of every listener that we've got as a family. We have this common bond and this common interest shared called the Good Outdoors. And, when you get out there and about, I'm thinking through my 46 years of being outdoors, if you're in a situation on a deer hunt or a fishing trip and you run into other people who are enjoying the Good Outdoors, 99.9% of the time it's just a big old bunch of people that you think you've known all your life. You don't meet any strangers. It's always a good time, and there's just not a lot of bad stuff. Like, I love football, really do. But I've went to many, many baseball games and football games where people are arguing and fighting in the stands, And you just don't see that much in the good outdoors. No. As long as you're doing it the right way. You know, you have your trespassers and stuff like that do wrong, but you know, in the correct environment is some of the best people in the world, and we encourage you that if you know somebody that has never enjoyed the good outdoors, get them out there, take them fishing, take them hunting, take them camping, take them to the park, take them bike riding. You just get them outside and show them that there's an alternate world out there besides watching the little men shoot each other on the video game or watching the TV show. You know, get out there and live it. Get out there and live it, man. Life goes by so fast, and so much you missing outside, you know.
You got to see it, feel it, and smell it.
Sure do, man.
Breathe it, man. Live it.
Breathe it.
Get out there and live it, and
you don't have the promise of tomorrow, man. Look what the gentleman called in about. You know, you never know. You know,
never do.
Live life to the fullest. Don't get caught up in the crap.
Mm-hmm. I saw it out there Saturday. You know, Saturday morning I got Alexis Morgan and Madison up with me, and we were at Southwind at 6:30 in the morning, and them girls jumped out of that truck ready to help. So.
I hope it had stopped.
But about 2 o'clock, they were ready to get back in that truck, get warm.
I'm surprised they last that long.
They did. They're troopers, though.
They did. They jumped out. They got them something to eat and drink right quick, and jumped in there and said, "What can I do? What can I do to help? How can I help?" And they were there all day long, in and out of the kitchen trying to help. You know, had plenty of volunteers, but they were there if needed. And last year, actually, they got to run some of the trap throw. You know, be a thrower, trap thrower.
A chunker.
Yeah, chunker, because a lot of people didn't show up. This year, Miss Lou out there, by God, she made sure she had plenty of volunteers. Had plenty of the one of the sororities out there came out and helped. A lot of girls there. Lowndes County 4-H was there. Had lots of volunteers. So she made sure she was on top of it this year, man. But they were out there they like troopers. And but like Ronnie said, about 2 o'clock, they were ready to go. And as soon as the awards were given out and everything was handed out, we cleaned up what little bit left. We took some trash off for John, and we got the golf cart loaded up, and we went to the house. And first thing they done was took a nap. They were wore out. They'd been up with Barb all night long cooking, you know, half the night. Then they went to bed, and we got up. I think we left the house about 10 minutes till 6. And they were ready to go now. They didn't fuss about it one time. And this troopers, man, but you never know. Like Steve said, you know, take every day as if it was your last, and stay with your family and treat them like it's the last day you're going to ever be with them, because you never know.
Live, laugh, love.
Yep, live, laugh, love. Like Scott and Kim Chastain, y'all keep them in your prayers, their whole family, because they're going through a tough time right now. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal. Build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro. Buy a chopper.
White Brothers Auto Supply is South Georgia's auto parts headquarters, located at 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta, Georgia. White Brothers can cover the smallest auto part need, right up to a replacement engine or transmission. Serving Valdosta with an enormous auto parts inventory, you can rest assured that White Brothers has what you need. No matter if you're a do-it-yourselfer or an automotive professional, White Brothers has the right part at the right price. Stop by 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta or call 229-244-8773 for all your auto part needs.
Bad Austin's is the best in town. Bad Austin's make you come on down. I don't think I can even wait. Those steaks are hand cut fresh every day. Steaks and seafood put you in a good mood. I can't wait to get my hands on that food, 'cause that Austin's is all mine. And you know there's one thing I got to say, I love my Austin steak.
We're talking 100% aged Midwestern grain-fed beef. When you want steak, Austin's Cattle Company. It's where a steak lover goes to get a real cut of steak. Log on, check them out on the website, austinscattlecompany.com, or better yet, just stop by, exit 16 off of I-75. Austin's, it's an addiction you never have to quit.
I can't wait to get my hands on that food.
Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Woo! Welcome back to The Good Outdoors, man. I love it. I think it's time for the Rusty Nut Weather Report. What about y'all?
Lay it on us, Rusty.
Brought to you by Powerhouse Outdoor Equipment.
I'm just interested to see if there's going to be a cool snap. Daryl said there wasn't, so I want to see if there is.
A little one.
I think we're going to have one, too. I trust your judgment.
It is currently 32 degrees. Today, plentiful sunshine, high of 63. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, low near 40 degrees. Winds light and variable. Finally going to be light and variable winds tonight. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High of 72, so we're going to start a little mild warming trend here. Winds south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour.
Nice.
My question is, did you think you thought I put it that?
I did. I did thought I put it that.
Oh, man. Man, I tell you, I'm amazed at the response, we get here on the Good Outdoors on our Facebook page. Everybody posting on there and sending good things in. A lot of people are liking the comments, sending their thoughts and prayers out to Scott and Kim Chastain this morning. And we started at 4:00 this morning. We're getting prepared to go out on satellite next month to different cities, and with y'all's help, and with y'all's support, and not just help and support, I guess. We've been able to keep this thing going, and we love what we do, and we appreciate everybody out there. We appreciate all our sponsors, man. We have some great sponsors. Southwind Sporting Clays and Quails, Val Optics, Midway Auto, White Brothers. We have lots of people out there that have been with us from the start, and more people coming in all the time. So we appreciate everything. Y'all come out there and see our sponsors. Y'all tell them y'all heard it on the Good Outdoors, and it assures them that what they're doing by supporting the Good Outdoors is a good thing. Isn't that right?
You dang right it is.
Y'all get out there and see them. We're going to put another list of, all our sponsors that are with us, especially in the upcoming cities. We're going to put all of them up there on our webpage. Y'all go there too, www.thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com. And all our shows our past shows that have been recorded are up on there. They're up on there by, around 6, 7 o'clock every day.
Not all of them, a week's worth. But you can always go to YouTube and archive and
That's right.
listen to any of them.
That's right. But they're there to listen to and enjoy. Because if you're not up early in the morning to listen to us live, you can always go listen to us later on.
That's right.
See what we talked about. See if there's anything informative you don't know about, just like today. We talked about the 4-H.
Yeah, maybe something you missed.
Yeah, great organization, the 4-H, by the way. We touched on a lot of that this morning. And we got Redneck Guru calling in later this week. I'm sure we're going to have some other things happening this week, too.
The Guru.
The Guru.
The Guru.
He called me Friday. I was actually had left Southwind, was in Tractor Supply getting me some boots. Had to get me some work boots, and thank goodness CJB pays for them. So I went there and got them. And he called me while I was in there trying one on, and I was bent over, tying my shoe. And I answered the phone. He said, "Man, you sound like something's wrong." I said, "Look, dude, my belly's in the way. I was out of breath. Just a minute. Just talk for a minute, okay?" Somebody get over here and push that button. We got a call coming in. We ain't got no producer.
Daryl Sample Jr.
Off.
The beard has left the building.
So we're going to try to get this call, but we don't know when he'll ever get back.
Just keep letting it ring, because if you wait on us to smash that button, you are back it up.
Just keep calling. That's all I can say. He'll be back in a minute.
He just kind of hung us out to dry, didn't he?
He did. I don't know what. He might have had a bathroom break. I don't know.
Kind of makes you feel bad when the guy that knows what's going on leaves a bit room and it leaves us got 3 idiots in here that don't know what's going on.
Push that button and push that thing up right
I
there.
ain't touching
Dude, I can do it. I know how to do it. I pay attention up in there.
We're not ignoring you.
We're not.
We just
I'll
can't
be
answer.
shut off 5 stations.
We got a call
down.
coming. Here he is. Come on, answer that button.
There you go. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. We finally got to you.
What about this here for an outdoor activity?
Mm-hmm.
3 loads of firewood, 4 children helping.
Hey, now that's
Man,
pretty
that
awesome.
is a good
Free? Did you say free or 3?
3.
3 loads of firewood and 4 kids helping out. That is a good outdoor activity now.
How old were the kids?
They had a ball.
How old were the kids that were helping you?
One's 13, one's 12, one's 10, and one's 8 or 9.
Man,
I bet there was some laughs going on.
Firewood getters
Oh, they had a ball. They ready to do it again.
3 loads of firewood. There ain't nothing wrong with that now, I'll tell you.
They had a good time doing it.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's a good exercise, too.
I started saying,
Well,
I bet
their
they were
daddy
sore.
didn't feel like it.
He was ready to get on the couch when that was over
Yes,
with.
he did. He's daddy of 2 of them. The other 2 come over to spend the night now to get firewood.
There you go.
There ain't nothing wrong with
Spend
that.
the night that next night, too.
Good
how
free
about
help. What's wrong with that? You know,
Nothing wrong
at
with
all.
They had a good time.
That's
And
a good
let y'all know about their activity this weekend.
Where were y'all doing that at?
Sir,
Where were y'all doing that at?
behind their in-law's house.
Good deal.
Awesome.
Yeah, they just didn't have to go very far and get it and haul it back to the house and unload it.
There you go.
And he even busted one load, and they was all betting on how many hits you'd have to hit that piece of wood to bust it.
Oh, yeah, them kids love chopping something with an axe. I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
But, the point of that is y'all were outdoors spending time with the kids outdoors. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. I guarantee you they learned something from it.
Yeah, they'll remember this all their life.
Oh, yeah. Sure will. Hey, we appreciate you calling in this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, and that's, I've chopped a lot of firewood in my life, too, and helped load it down there with Uncle George.
Yes, sir.
And shoot, I remember me and Michael Lee Robinson, we, the spillway down there in Uncle George's Pond. We built that spillway. We didn't build a spillway, but we put all the bricks down along for the water to run off so it wouldn't wash out. We tore down an old chimney, spent an entire Saturday loading them bricks up and carrying them down there, and we built that thing in the shape of the United States of America. And while we were down there, Uncle George said, he would point out cities when he was in the military that he had been to, and these little bitty towns, I'd never heard of back then, didn't have the internet or nothing like that, had encyclopedias, but
you couldn't read, so that
I couldn't read. I was 13 and couldn't read, but no, 11. I think I was 11 years old when we done that. But it was so much fun getting out there with him, and doing that. We spent the entire day Saturday down there, and went back Sunday after church after lunch and finished it up. Had a good time with it. It was just being outdoors, and teaching us something. What he was teaching us was cities and throughout the United States in a subtle way, Showed us a place in Texas. And he got free labor out of it. That's right. Well, he fed us, There was plenty to eat and drink all day long, so we had a good time. And then other weekends down there with him just chopping firewood and gathering firewood because he always had plenty of firewood up there.
Well, you remember when we had all them bricks, we had to clean that mortar off those bricks and stack them. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
That was not a good outdoor activity. I hated it.
But we learned something.
Yeah, we learned we didn't want to get around
do that no
bricks.
more.
That's right. Man, we hated that every day after
What you
school.
did learn is no matter what you're doing, keep going, and you'll get through it.
I don't think that really ever sunk in, but I see where you're going with it. I know we fussed and griped and moaned about it every single day we were out there. And probably took a lot longer than it should have if we'd have just did it.
That's like
we'd have been through.
Like my granddaddy and my uncle leaving a wash tub slat full of fish to be cleaned whenever I got off the school bus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was hour after hour after hour cleaning fish, but you know what? You kept on doing it. You got done with it. You know why? Because he'd beat you half to death if you didn't.
I never minded cleaning the fish too bad.
I did when there was a wash tub full of them, and I didn't help catch any of them.
That was the bad thing. You just didn't get to help catch them. That wasn't good.
The one I always avoided was picking butter beans. I'd make sure that I had something going on butter bean picking day.
Oh, I've done
That's right. We were wondering a few minutes ago after Blake called in, And he chimed in on Facebook and said, it sounds like somebody's sick this morning. We was like, wait a minute, he's in a radio without a car.
Oh, he's actually in a car without a radio.
Yeah. Anyway, he was in a car
ain't nothing worse
without a radio.
There ain't nothing worse than a radio without a car.
Yeah. We were wondering.
Especially if you're
I love the way you point the stuff out, Ronnie. Good grief.
He's there when you need him.
Captain Obvious over there. But anyway, we were wondering how Blake was listening to the Good Outdoors. And, we were pretty smart. We should have told him to chime in on either pull up on a smartphone or his computer. And guess what he had already done? Pulled up on his computer. On his computer in his car. So y'all were wondering how that happened. Anyway, Daryl gets picked on for trying to point out something by Captain Obvious. Oh, I'd hate you if I didn't love you.
It was pretty stupid. You got to admit that.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, like y'all have never said the wrong thing, really?
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, radio's running around without a car. What the heck?
Okay.
It ought to be mandatory that every radio has a car.
Of course. Especially if you're in the radio.
That's exactly right.
Phone lines are still open, 229-253-0995. I need some help up in here. Good gracious, they picking on me this morning.
And y'all call me the village idiot.
It's Monday, okay? I've had
About some good food, though, yesterday, brother.
Yes, it was.
Y'all need to come down and eat my special brownies I'm going to make for you guys. That's what y'all need to do.
You guys are egg selection.
That's right. I'm going to bring them in tomorrow.
You can go a lot of places with that.
Hey, Barb, before you leave, if you hadn't already, if you're not on the road yet, make me some brownies, and I'll bring the X-Lax on the way, and you can put it in there, brownies for me, please.
Oh, man, that ain't good at all there.
That would be funny to me.
Now you got me scared to eat anything in
We
here
got
anymore.
a call here. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. Help.
Boy, I'm telling you, man, this not having a car is awful.
You riding that radio around, though, ain't you, buddy?
Well, this radio is pretty warm, though.
You dang right.
Yeah, laughter at my expense, Blake. Thanks a lot.
Have you even ever pulled anybody over with that level of stupidity? I don't think so.
Wait till you go hog hunting with me, see where you get to go.
Well, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It'd be kind of hard for me to be able to stop somebody with just a radio.
Yeah, you're right.
You could throw it at them and maybe bust their tire. I don't know. Then you couldn't listen to the Good Outdoors, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Huh?
No.
Hey, we appreciate you listening on the computer, smartphone, ever how you doing it this morning, though.
All right, y'all take care.
All right, see you later.
Good, man. Laughter at my expense. It's nothing better than that.
That's it.
That's right. I love it.
There's a bright thing to look at this, Daryl. Ronnie evidently pays very close attention to what you say.
Yeah.
Because he was right there with that, like in a split second.
You're right.
Me, however, I probably wouldn't have noticed it.
So what Ronnie's good at is pointing out the obvious here.
It's his job.
Everybody's got to have a place.
And
I know mine.
Point out errors and doing the weather. That's two things.
That's it. I don't do nothing else.
No, that's
just the
two
weather.
things. Two things.
Come on, now, don't get started on that again. I don't apologize for that 3 times. Good
Well,
grief.
you're doing a great job with your anonymous helper that you won't give him any props.
Oh, come on. All right, we got to take a break here on the Good Outdoors. Thanks for listening.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the Lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the good outdoors. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors here. This segment's brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. Out Highway 84, go see John Peake and the guys out there, and man, they'll treat you right. Had a great shoot this weekend. They, and we're talking about doing another event with John. He wants to get some kids involved and come out there and have 22 shoots, or either just shoot around Sporting Clays this summer. So we're going to try to put something of that together and get the kids out there and just have a good time, and from the Facebook community and the Good Outdoors listening community. Have some fun.
Going to have to find some bullets. I was wondering earlier when we were talking about the 4.8 shooting the 22s. I wonder if the lack of 22 bullets is affecting their ability to shoot.
I don't think 22 shorts are a problem. It's the 22 longs.
The longs are the problem.
I don't think they'd be shooting shorts on the 4.8 thing, would they?
Why not? It's just targets.
Yeah, but that's usually shorts are in pistols. Yeah. But I don't know, they could be. I don't know. It's a good question. Somebody that knows the answer to that, give us a call, 229-253-0995. Otherwise, we will put our crack research team on it.
That's right.
See what happens.
We've covered a lot of material this morning and talked some great things about the 4-H and their involvement. Oh, we got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
They shoot the rifle loans.
That's what I kind of thought.
It's rifle loans, and it's low velocity.
Low velocity long rifle.
They were hard to find anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, when my son and daughter shot, it took us forever to find. We had to order them off the line most of the time. We couldn't even find what they used around here.
Huh, interesting.
And now you can't find nothing.
So your daughter shot with them a lot?
My daughter and son shot for all 4 years of high school.
What high school was that?
No, that's a cool thing to do. I'm telling you, they have to take a test.
Yeah.
And when they go to competition, they take a written test. All it is on gun safety, and everything on the range is nothing but gun safety.
That's awesome, man. That is a good deal there. What high school did they attend?
Berrien High.
Berrien High.
Matter of fact, Berrien High finished 5th in the nation a couple of years ago, and we won the state championship in that.
Man, that is fantastic. Congratulations.
But it's nothing but a bunch of fun. My kids met a bunch of kids from up north and high schools out there that's in 4-H shooting guns and stuff, and it's an all-weekend thing down at Rover at Rock Eagle.
Good deal. Good
but
deal.
The area competition is in Moultrie usually every year.
Yeah. Over in
Packer Land. They leave there and go to Rock Eagle.
Where did y'all do the nationals at?
They did. They did. My kids had graduated when they done it. They went to San Antonio, Texas.
Good deal. That's a long road trip. Good deal.
Went out there and finished 5th, and there was 4. One team went, four guys that went, and they went to Six Flags out there and all kind of stuff. Had a blast. But the only thing is when you shoot in nationals, you're not eligible to shoot on another team. You can't be a part of another team. You can shoot and do it individually, but you can't go back to nationals. That gives other kids opportunities to go back.
Huh? Well, that's a good rule, I guess. Keep spread the time around there.
Yeah, it spreads it around where other kids can go back and compete in nationals. It gives other kids a chance to make the trip to San Antonio.
Good deal. Good deal. We appreciate you calling in.
All right,
man. Yeah, appreciate that. A lot of good information there.
We got the smartest audience in radio land.
Sure do. We got another call. Good morning, caller. On the Good Outdoors.
Yeah, I was curious about what are the restrictions at Twin Lakes down there for motors, outboard.
There is no restriction.
You're talking about for the big lake, Long Pond?
Right.
There's no restriction whatsoever that I'm aware of, but it's a private lake. It's not a public lake. You have to know somebody on it to get in there.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. I appreciate it.
Okay,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Yeah, we put some pretty big boats in there before.
Oh, yes.
And right down to some small boats. Got another call here on the Good Outdoors. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good deal. What you got for us this morning?
I've been trying to get hold of you in about 4 weeks now.
We kind of rough, ain't it?
Yeah, it's very rough. I try to get up every morning to listen to a show.
We appreciate it. Appreciate it.
It's their show on the radio.
I hear you. We appreciate that.
Where are you listening at? What city you in?
I'm in Valdosta, Georgia.
Valdosta, hometown hero here.
Titletown.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wintersville.
I used to be able to go hunting and fishing, but I had 2 strokes and 38 seizures.
Wow.
Double pneumonia. I ain't able to do nothing no more.
Wow, man. Yeah, well, wish you could get back out there. I know you miss it, don't you?
Yeah. I appreciate them radio station. I try to get up every morning just to listen to you.
We appreciate that.
I tell you, we appreciate that. You don't know what that means to us, that we affect someone to make them make it a point to listen to our show. It really makes us feel good to hear calls like that.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You have a good day, man. Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's what it's all about right there, guys.
Yep, that is.
Make somebody's day like that. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, that man right there probably lived his life in the good outdoors, and unfortunately he's gotten to a point where he can't get out there, but that doesn't squelch his desire to do that and probably pass along stories and things that he learned in the good outdoors to his friends and grandchildren and things like that. So we appreciate the call.
There's nothing more I like better than hearing old timers that are grown up in the good outdoors, hearing their stories about how they used to do things and what they went through.
That's like Mr. Bud this weekend before last. Yeah. I sat there and talked to him for hours. Learned a lot. He had some very interesting stories.
Oh, yeah, very interesting stories.
Speaking of interesting stories, I stayed up and watched that History Channel, The Bible, last night. Did y'all watch that?
I didn't. I had to
Man, that was awesome, dude. Awesome.
I was asleep. I got a recording, though.
Yeah, y'all need to catch that. It's a pretty cool story there.
Isn't it a series type that's coming on?
It is. I think it's going to come on every week, every Sunday night for a few weeks until they get the story told.
Like a 6 weeks thing or so.
Nice.
And tune in tonight. JR going down on Dallas, brother.
I thought he already went down on Dallas.
JR's already dead. He just hadn't died.
He's dying. He is going to die tonight, and they're going to have a funeral next week. So make sure you catch that.
I thought in the first original Dallas he was already gone, so now they got to do him again.
No, he got shot, but he didn't die.
Oh, that's right. So
he was a season.
No, Kristen shot him. Ding dong.
Well, I don't pay attention to soap opera. I don't watch soap operas.
That ain't no soap opera.
Obviously, you guys
exactly what it is. It's a nighttime soap opera.
And obviously, you guys watch it. Y'all know all about it. Soap operas. Yep.
It ain't no.
I don't watch it.
What happened on The Young and the Restless last week?
I don't know.
Yeah, you probably do. Just don't want to tell it now.
I have to work. Can't watch it.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, good God Almighty.
Check the deposit slips. I'd like to give a shout out this morning to the unknown assistant that's helping us put together this fishing trip. Man, I don't know who you are, but I really appreciate you helping. And I just want you to know that if you were on Team Little Stevie Bigfoot, you'd be getting multiple shout outs. And I'm just letting you know that I appreciate it. And when the word gets out of who you are, we're going to celebrate it. And I appreciate you being there.
Good God Almighty. I mean, really? Really? I just can't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know where all it's cloaked in secrecy. It's got to be some government official. Got to be. Big Jim Morgan's in the house. He was out there at the CJB Children's Advocacy Shoot Saturday, freezing his tail off with the rest of them.
Just put up a bunch of pictures from out there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he needs to be a good... Man, he's got one up on there. You can see the clay. Look at that. That is a good... Man, that's a good picture.
Go to the Good Outdoors Facebook page, Good Outdoors with a Z. Check it out.
Lots of faces I recognize. There's Clinton and Gina. Oh, boy, that was a pretty one. Look at that handsome dude right there.
They can't see it, Daryl. I'm just letting
let's
you
take
know.
a picture. Anyway, let's take a phone call. Good morning. You on the Good Outdoors?
How y'all doing this morning?
We're doing good. How are you?
I got a lady. She wanted me to thank y'all for the shirt that y'all sent her the other day. I think she spoke to one of y'all on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
She works. She's the manager of the market there in El Dorado, Rutland Farms.
Oh yeah.
And she come home the other day, showed me a shirt. I told her, I said, that's the radio station that I told you I listen to all the time in the morning time before I get home. She tickled to death for that shirt, though.
Good deal,
that's
man.
Great.
We appreciate that.
And
That's what it's all about right there. Making smiles.
Right. She said, thank y'all a lot.
Tell her we appreciate it. Tell her to get her tail up and listen to the show.
That's right. I doubt she'll do that.
She can check it out at www.thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com. She can
That's
listen.
right. I'll remind her of that.
That's right.
All right, man. Y'all
Appreciate
take
it.
care. Enjoy the show.
All right,
Thanks,
thank you. Yeah, before we get down to the end, I want to make sure that the gentleman that that they take the 25 or so people and no women allowed. Make sure you let me know when that event is. I want to keep up with that. Just out of curiosity, of course.
That's right. Oh, yeah, man. Had a good time this morning. We covered lots of good information here this morning. And, if you got any questions, y'all send us a question on Facebook or give us a call on Mars Show, 229-253-0995. Facebook us at thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com and join in, man, and, chime in there and tell us what you think, what you like about the show, what you dislike about the show, if any of it. And give us some pointers, man, and we'll try to make it better, won't we?
Make it more better.
Make it more better. I can't even. Y'all get me all flushed where I can't even talk this morning. I don't even like this.
It's like he's calling a cow up in here.
Anyway,
appreciate all the calls this morning, Timmy. I hope you keep tuning in, listening to us out there at the paper mill. Appreciate it. It's good to hear from you. I hadn't talked to you in a coon's age, man.
Been a while, huh?
It
Coon's
sure
age.
has.
How long is Coon's age?
I don't know. It's
He lives till he dies.
It's older than we are.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So y'all tune in.
Toodles.
Thank you, Anonymous Helper.
You've been listening to The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. Join us every weekday at 4:30 when we'll do it again.